at the end.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm Steve Meyer with Colorado Benefit Advisors. Wade was the one that right there. Yeah, driving a plane. Anyway, Wade is the person that introduced me to you all. And this is something I've been doing for 38 years and thoroughly enjoy what I do. And as you can see, I was a little busy stacking rocks while waiting for everybody. Just kidding. Anyway. So we're going to be going over several items, and please, if you have a question, feel free to ask it or put it in chat, seeing as how somebody doesn't have a mic where they're at, which is fine. You certainly have the ability to call in and be able to participate that way. But either way, so this is being recorded. I will get the recording and share it with Michelle, and then she has the ability to share it with whoever. It is a specific link. And there's a lot of material we're going to go over, and I'm going to try and go fairly quickly because I know you all having lunch. Got to get back to work. So, starting off with Michelle is picked, or excuse me, has picked United Healthcare as our provider. So, United Healthcare, we are going to be offering, and I'm going to share my screen if I'm not already. Here we go. There we go. Now I'm sharing my screen. Can everybody see that all right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So there are 3 plans that are currently going to be offered. All right. Everybody has a worksheet that basically gives them their name and their date of birth. If it's wrong, please let me know. I have to correct the date of birth. I hope I did everything right. Zip code, as long as you're in the Denver metropolitan, well, actually anywhere up and down the Front Range, you're fine. It doesn't matter. Very simply, rates are the rates of the rates. And so what is happening here is that your employer is going to pay 50% for an employee only cost towards the bronze plan. And that's the top plan that you're going to see. That's the first one I'm going to go over. So I just want to make you aware. So when we look at our columns, you'll see the weekly rate. This is how much per paycheck will be deducted from your paycheck for each plan. Employee cost breakdown. So it shows what you are going to pay, what the total cost is per week, what you're going to pay, what the employer is going to pay. If there's dependents, it shows the dependent cost breakdown. Okay. And then we get into the rest of the details here of the deductible office visit, inpatient, out of pocket max, and RX. So I'm going to go through this. But let me tell you a little bit about this Colorado Doctors Plan to start with. We saw a lot of this stuff. Colorado Doctors Plan is a particular plan. It is an HMO. It does require you pick a PCP, but you do not need a referral to go see a specialist. You just must use the network. The network is Advent Health, HCA, and Banner Health, basically is what you're looking at. So across, up and down the Front Range, all of the HCA, Advent Health, it used to be Centura Health, and that is where you would pick your doctor in the hospitals. This particular plan, when you go to visit your primary care doctor, you have no copay. When you go to urgent care, you have no copay. You want to do a virtual office visit because you really don't want to get out of bed, right from your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, right there, no copay. Anywhere in the world, no copay for that. And if you want Dispatch Health to come to your home, which has a nurse and a doctor inside in a car, they will come to your home for no copay. So you literally have 4 access points to see a doctor without ever paying a copay. All right. However, understand if you go to the emergency room, you're going to have a deductible. So go to urgent care when necessary. Emergency is for life threatening only. Keep that in mind, please. We don't go there with 101 fever. We go to urgent care for that purpose. All right. So hospitalization, outpatient surgery, MRIs, CAT scan, ambulance, emergency room. All those more expensive items are subject to an annual deductible. That deductible for this particular plan is going to be $8,900. After you've met that $8,900 deductible, and again, it's an annual deductible, you then have what's called co-insurance. Co-insurance is the cost share between you and the insurance company. The insurance company is going to pay 60%. You're going to pay 40% of the discounted rates. That's the contracted price. So when you go to see, like in the hospital, right, they're going to send you a bill and they're going to send United Healthcare a bill. do not pay the first bill. Okay. If you have a copay, pay a copay. But if you have a bill that is subject to your deductible, do not pay the first bill. United Healthcare will produce what's called an explanation of benefits. This explanation of benefits will now go to you and to the provider. So they both of you know exactly what is owed. They will then reproduce a second bill and send it over to you. The second bill should match the explanation of benefits. And if it doesn't, you please need to give me a call. All right. I do these things. I help people with claims. All right. And so, very simply, I am going to put in my chat my cell phone number so that you can reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever. If you're having any issues whatsoever with the platform, which we're going to be using the Gather platform, my assistant, her name is Shoneen. Like, show me the money, but it's Shoneen, and I've put her phone number on the chat as well. So please feel free to give us a call. We're here to help. All right. Now, 60/40 split co-insurance with a max out of pocket not to exceed 9750. That's 9,750. Worst case scenario, you had a bad year. That's for sure. But that is your max exposure with your deductible, your co-insurance, and co-pays. That all right. Now, preventative medication on all plans, and this includes contraception for women in the generic format, is no charge. Okay, that's according to the Affordable Care Act. Everything else on this particular plan is going to be subject to deductible. Okay, it's not a spectacular plan, but it's a good plan just to have something just in case. Because what if you're involved in a car wreck? If you're involved in a car wreck, you're covered for maybe $5,000 of medical expenses. That's your ride to the hospital. That's about it. After that, surgery, hospitalization, rehab, all those expenses are going to come out of your pocket unless you have insurance. Okay. Last thing you want to do is file bankruptcy. So, medical insurance covers these expenses for you. All right. Any questions whatsoever on this very first plan I've covered?
Are you gonna send them all an email later with their personal sheet?
So, I sent you everybody's worksheet yesterday.
Mm. Okay, I'll send that over to them.
One of the many emails I sent. But yeah, and then when they go on to Gather, so everybody's received an email to go on to the Gather platform, accept that invite, go in, check your profile, make sure all that information is correct. We definitely need your phone number and your address and the correct email address. Because again, if I can avoid bugging you at work, I will. But if I need something critical, I'll call work. But I'd rather call your cell, talk to you after hours if necessary. But everybody's going to check their profile. And then after you've done that, and if you want to add dependents on, you can. And then you're going to start enrollment. You'll click that button, start enrollment. You'll then go in through each product that's being offered and make a decision. Do I want this or do I want to waive this? And that's the process. Once you're done, you electronically sign off on each selection that you've made. And you'll go to the very end, review everything, agree that that is what's going to be deducted from your paycheck. You electronically sign off and then hit finish, and everything will be then submitted electronically securely to us. We will process your enrollments for you. Okay. And then we will send you a confirmation, Michelle, of everything that's been completed. All right. Going on to the second plan. I prefer this plan over the top plan, and here's why. For only a few dollars more, we're going to lower your deductible down to $52.50. Your out of pocket's going to be $99.50, slightly higher, but once again, you have a copay, no copay, excuse me, for your PCP, just like before, virtual office visits, dispatch health, and urgent care. But if you go to a specialist, it's down to 125 from the 150. Still a 60/40 split. But here's the other thing on your medications, tier 3 and 5, 3 through 5, that's 65, 135, 450 will be subject to your medical deductible. Otherwise, your generic and your preventative medications is not subject to a deductible at all, period. Okay. Now, max out of pocket, like I said, is $99.50, and we have a solution for you that I'll bring up here in just a little bit. But I wanted to make sure you understood. The middle plan is a pretty good plan. All right, last but not least, we have this $3,000 deductible plan, probably the most popular plan we sell. Very simply, You go to see your primary care doctor, it's no copay. You go to see a specialist, which you don't need a referral to do, just use the network, it's $75. Hospitalization, outpatient surgery, MRI, CAT scan, emergency room, ambulance, 3,000 annual deductible. It's an 80-20 split coinsurance now with a max out of pocket not to exceed $6,000. This particular one for tiers 4 and 5 has a separate deductible of $350. That's that 135, 400. Those are your specialty medications. Tiers 1, 2, and 3, obviously, no deductible. No copay needed, just the copays. All right. Pretty simple stuff. Everybody's sheet will be, and on the website will show you exactly what's going to be deducted on a weekly basis. Okay. So you'll know exactly what your costs are. Any questions about the medical plans that I covered?
Drove it in.
So I did a good job.
You know
So I did a good job. Everybody understand?
Any
Go ahead.
questions on your side, Dave? You can text them to me.
All right. Here we go. Now we're up to our dental. All right. So this is a voluntary dental plan. And again, each product does stand by itself. So the medical is one thing. You don't have to get the medical to get the dental. All right. Very simply. You want to include dependents on that? Entirely up to you. But for an individual, it's $7.13 a paycheck. Very simple. You have a $1,200 benefit. That's a bucket of money, $1,200 that you get to use for your dental. When you use an in-network provider, very simply, everything's going to be picked up at 100% on the preventative care. X-rays and cleanings every 6 months. No problem. 100% covered. It's worth going to see a doctor for. Oh, got a cavity. Need to get it filled. It's now going to be subject to a $50 annual deductible and an 80-20 split co-insurance. Darn it, you need a root canal? Darn it. All right, root canals are 50-50 after your deductible if you haven't met it yet. Okay, max benefit of $1,200 and it's only $7.13 a paycheck. Come on, quit messing with me. There we go. Get rid of you. There we go. All right, any questions on the dental? So this is a PPO MAC plan, meaning it has both in and out of network benefits. The difference is when you use a network provider, and that's United Healthcare Dentists, right? You can go to UHC Dental or you can call me and I'll help you find one. But it's subject to MAC. What is MAC? MAC is a maximum allowable charge. So that when in network provider, that is what they get paid, MAC. When you go out of network, they're subject to MAC. And I'll give you an example. You go in for a cleaning and an x-ray, $100 bill is what that in-network provider bills out. That is MAC. You go out of network for exactly the same service, go out 120. It's going to be subject to MAC, which means they're going to be paid 100% of MAC, which is $100. You owe the 20. That's just an example, by the way. Any questions about the dental plan?
Nope. No.
Okay, moving on. Vision. Looks like you could use some, right? I see people with glasses. All right. It's a great little vision plan. All right. Seriously, it's UHCvision.com or you go to UHC. I'll help you. Staying in network is key. This.
There might
All
be
right.
some in the fridge today.
You go in for an eye exam, it's only going to cost you $15. Typically, that's a $100 bill. And then you want a new pair of glasses, frames up to $130 value, and lenses are free. It's only a $30 copay. So literally, we can get you a new set of glasses for $45, up to $130 value. You want contact lenses instead, you get up to $105 value, still for that $30 copay. That's a great little plan. It's going to cost you $1.41 a paycheck. Any questions about the vision?
Nope.
God, I'm doing so well. All right. Next up is Colonial Life. Colonial Life is a voluntary supplemental plan, and we're offering two different products. First off, dealing with your group accident. This is an on and off the job, 24/7, 365 accident plan. And this particular accident plan covers you whether you have breaks, burns, scratches, x-rays, ambulance, whatever that case may be, there are payouts specifically for everything. You can file a claim online, and the following day, they're going to put money directly into your checking account. Okay. So it does not go to a provider, it comes to you directly, and it doesn't matter if you're on the insurance, the health insurance or not, has nothing to do with your health insurance, has everything to do if you have this policy. It's going to cost you $4.38 a paycheck. Here's the best part. You go in for your wellness exam, your PAP, your mammal, your immunizations, inoculations, complete physicals, you're going to receive $100. And if you have a family of 4, that's $400. Everybody goes in for their physicals, $400 directly deposited into your checking account, right? That is an annual, by the way. Every year you go in, you can get that money. Any questions about the accident plan? All of the details will be actually on the portal. We'll actually break it down for you a lot better. So this is just an overview. The other one is the hospital confinement. The hospital confinement plan, basically, if you go into the hospital for an overnight stay, you receive $2,000, period. That helps offset that deductible that you have, right? If you're going to have diagnostic services such as an MRI or CAT scan, you're going to get $500. You go in for a colonoscopy, that's $750. Shoulder surgery, $1,500. You go into the emergency room, it's $150. And if you do a wellness, you get $50. If you have both plans, it means you're going to get $150 per person that participates in that. Now, this particular benefit is $7.60 for anybody under the age of 49. Okay, as you can see, the
And
rate
that's per week.
that is per week. Yeah, these numbers are per week. All right. And what's really cool is if you would like to schedule an appointment to talk to somebody about these benefits directly, I have a team of people, and you can take a picture of that QR code that's on the bottom of the screen there. And you can click that on and schedule a time to actually talk to one of my team members that'll help you go through these benefits as well. Okay. There's myself, there's Wade, I have Dan Corey, and I also have Melissa. So there's 4 of us that are here to help you with your enrollment. Make sure you make a good decision, and we can go from there. Does anybody have a question about anything I've covered? All right.
No,
If you have not received your email, you should have already, but if you haven't, I'll make sure that happens today. You'll get your email. It'll invite you in. It is going to the email that you gave us. Uh, Michelle, so I believe you gave us their personal emails, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so it went to your personal email. So if it's a Gmail, yes, you can do it from your phone, your tablet, your computer, your laptop, right there.
And
It'll
then
take not more than 15 minutes to complete. If you have a
I'll
problem,
give them each their sheet here in a minute.
yeah, just give me a holler and we're here for you. All right. But the gathering, whether you're waiving or electing benefits, you must log in, period. All right. This is a
And then
DOL requirement.
Wade, anyone who elects to take it, will you terminate their current insurance starting January 1st?
Yes, I was actually just about to address that, Michelle. I just need it in writing, text, email. Just shoot me a text or email saying that we want to cancel your coverage, your individual plan with us, and we'll get that taken care of for you.
Beginning January 1st.
Yes, ma'am.
So, wait, they may or may not have your number. You want to put it on the chat?
Absolutely. Email is preferred, but I get it. You're all busy. So if you can't get it to me via email, then text is fine.
I have their information to everyone, so if you're not able to see the chat.
So this young lady that's on her phone right now, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Are you on that portal right now?
No, I was looking for the email, but I'll get
Oh,
number.
maybe
I
you're.
don't remember my name.
Who does the email come from?
So if you can't type in GATHR, GATHR, it comes from Gather.
GA.
GATHR. No E. GATHR. Gather. I know.
Oh.
These IT people get funny with how they spell things.
Whatever
You-
email you guys put on that form that had you fill out.
All right. I will call my assistant, make sure that emails are going out. If she hasn't already, I thought she said she sent them out already.
Does
I will
anyone
call
have
her.
it? No.
No.
I
Okay.
don't think anyone has it.
She was supposed to do it before she left for lunch.
She was
I think
hungry.
lunch she had her little boy. She had her 4-year-old boy with her today. So I think there was an
Oh,
extra.
that explains it
distraction.
all.
It really does. It really does.
He's probably like, Mom, let's go. I'm hungry.
Be a handful. Oh my, yeah. But I'll call her and make sure she gets those out right away. All right, everybody. I want to thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please give me a call. We are here to help. This is what we do for a living. You guys work on transmissions and cars. I don't. No, I don't do that. I do.
So we're here for you if you need us.
I will.
I was gonna say, we bring them to you.
Evans, yes. Drag me by tow truck there, right? All right,
And for
guys.
everybody too, nothing changes, gang. We're here for you year round. Okay. So if you have questions, claims, you need anything, call us. We want to make sure that everything works like it's supposed to, and you guys are not out of pocket any more than you're supposed to be. Okay.
Yeah, if you can
Okay,
get this
thank
done by
you.
the 20th at the latest, please. Everybody, the 20th, we'll be good to go. One of the ideas, we want to be able to get you your insurance cards before the 1st. Okay, before it
Okay.
takes up.
I
All
already
righty.
have one taker, so
Thank
once
you,
he gets his
everybody.
email,
Happy
he's gonna sign
holidays.
up.
I'll be talking to you soon, Michelle.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you all.
Thanks,
Take
everybody.
care.